good, world? It's your boy Retro, in case you ain't know. We here live with the beautiful She Wolf. Shout out T Nasty Productions, Enigma 55 Beats. If you don't know, you can Google me, Retro, in case you ain't know. One word, I'll pop up everywhere. Shout out Realtalkradio, CEO status, feeling myself, feeling my wealth. But we finna get into this interview, the Hood Anthem. Stay tuned. Something like that.
DJ Bird, Accent made this.
So why don't you tell the world who you are and what you're about?
Well, my name is She Wolf, aka Fifi Wolf. I'm a local rapper.
Hood anthem, ghetto life. Hood anthem, ghetto life. Hood anthem, ghetto life. Hood anthem, ghetto life. Got me wishy-washy, diluted mind. Frame of mind intertwined with your peace of mind. Turf war, who scored? You ain't about that life. Upcoming generations are too hostile.
I enjoy music. I've been in music for a very long time. Usually behind the scenes, working with kids though. The Urban Minds Dance Troupe, that was my troupe of 362 registered minds with the Fort Wayne Urban League. I'm really proud of you guys. So, to the Urban Minds, Mama Fee is also an AKA. I only have 5 kids, but if you ask many others, you look on my Facebook, it looks like I have 50 or 60. Everybody claims to be my son and daughter because we went through the dance troupe together. I'm usually writing behind the scenes with music and rapping. It took me 2 years before I came out front, and ghostwriting is what I did basically a lot of.
Where the fuck you found this shit?
So I always wondered, I see a lot of people do that. What was the main reason why you came from behind the scenes up to the front in the spotlight?
In regards to rapping?
Yes.
Well, it's really weird how it happened for me. Chad Deutsch was one of the individuals that I used to go with, people that I used to actually ghostwrite for. And I had to pretty much coach these guys on how to present what I was writing for them on the mic. And in the process of doing that, to make a long story kind of short, Chad will look at me after every session and say, "You write, you coach, you dance. Why don't you do this yourself?"
Exactly.
And I just didn't. At one point, I was like, nah, that was for guys. And I started noticing a lot of more women coming out, and then I started getting more requests where people were actually asking me to write for them. So I started getting a little confident, and I've always been a dancer, so I just like to entertain people. So then when he passed away, a beat that he made for me, he asked me to actually rap to. He passed away, and that was really painful for me. 2 weeks after that, I wrote the first track that I intended for myself, and that was Fly Away for Chad Deutsch.
Okay.
Rock Legion.
So, who in the industry and who locally are you feeling right now? And then also, who locally haven't you worked with and you have worked with that you would like to work with again?
Wow. Industry. Well, I like a lot of different type of artists. I like metal. I like metallic. You know, I like rock. I love hip hop. I'm an old school person, you know. E40, Tupac, you know, I love it all, okay? But I love me some Prince. Okay, I love me some Prince and some Madonna. I know that's real old school, right?
Ain't no wrong with it.
That's just how it is
Great
for
music
me.
is
I
great
look
music.
at it, I love it. To be honest with you, haven't been listening to anyone the last year and a half because I've been doing a lot of, I promised myself that I was not going to be like anybody else. So I pulled myself away from listening even to the radio. So I don't listen to a lot of the industry music because I don't want to be like anybody else. I truly just want to be myself and be able to have my own messages come through just naturally. So for a year and a half, I haven't been listening to anyone. So I'm kind of trapped in old school right now. That's where I left off. Locally, I've had wonderful opportunities to do many different features. I started right after Chad passed away. I started with Tracy Anderson. He also did some productions and things like that for me. Great person to know. Taught me a lot. Produced a couple of my tracks. And it was fun meeting some different people through him as well. And then T-Zank. I do a lot of different things with T-Zank. He's also one of my mentors, one of my first mentors. Oh my gosh, yes. And he's also done some recordings and things like that nature for me. And then also Jesse Allen. He's actually my favorite artist right now. He's kind of dark like me at times. So when I listen to his music, I can relate to it real quick. I get really excited when I see him post up things. Also, I really enjoy listening to pretty much everybody. I'm a locals person. If I see that there's something going on and I don't have to work, I'll go. And if they have merch, especially their CDs, I purchase their CDs. I love listening to local music. Local music means a lot to me. Also, as I was growing up, back here in the Greens, I lived in 4 different apartments over in here, and I remember there were times when we would sit outside and you could go from building to building and hear different styles and different types of music playing, and sometimes the same track in a different spot. Double dutch and different things of that nature going on. Just actually being able to sit out with the boom boxes and things of that nature. So that's pretty much my air right in there.
Okay.
Yeah. But I love working with everybody. I have no problem with working with people. People send me things all the time, and I just listen to them, and I usually write to them. I adjust real easy. I'm pretty much a diverse artist.
That's good. That's good. That's real good. All right, so I heard you're an entrepreneur. So tell me about your business and brand and what other businesses you're associated with.
Oh man, I'm kind of the person that had my hands in a little bit of everything. I ran a child care center, my own, from home, 72 children, 12 adults.
Okay.
It actually was on my staff. That was right before I became a nurse. And I did that for 12 years. I love kids. I love children. And from there, I kind of got off into nursing by being a medical assistant and then teaching. From there, I became a nurse, started teaching nursing classes even. My thing is entertainment. I love it. People always ask me, why? Why do you spend so much time, even after I put in 40 hours a week? I spent at least 20 to 40 hours with kids when I was doing with the Urban Minds. I created that group for the inner city. And what I did was I wanted the inner city kids to have something, because I knew what it was like as I was growing up. I was part of a lot of different things, but I also saw people my age when I was younger that couldn't make the basketball teams and the cheerleading teams. I just did gymnastics and all that good stuff. So what I did was I went and approached the Urban League director, and he said, if you write me a program and a feasibility plan, then we'll see what we can do. Long story short, that's how I got the Urban Minds. I had that group for 10 years. From there, I then started writing feasibility plans for different networks and things, such as the Women's Bureau, East Wayne Street Center. I do a lot of different things with Boys and Girls Club, the Hispanic Chambers downtown. I do a lot of volunteering and sitting on boards, try to stay affiliated with people that help out with the community. And then from there, I ended up becoming a nurse full-time again, because the grants ran out where I could be paid to actually build these different businesses. So as a nurse now, I'm doing rapping, and being able to write and express myself means a lot to me. So I'm also about to launch a branch of lashes. You see those?
Okay.
Called Boss Lashes by Feet. Working on and checking my vendors, and it's been an interesting type of venue to go down, trying to get everything good for that. And from there, I'm also an esthetician working on, I like massaging on people, so you need to come visit the table one day.
Oh yeah, most
Yeah, I need to go back and finish. I have like 200 more hours left before I'm legal. I can actually take that test on there. So also, I have She Wolf Entertainment. So I'm working on so many different things right now. I'm like pulled in 5 different directions, but I love it because I have the type of person that have to stay busy. I get bored quick. She Wolf Entertainment is something that I'm bringing in to focus more on the youth because I want to get back to the youth. I feel like that's where our future is, and that's the most neglected population. Adults, I love adults. I love everybody. I have a big heart, but my heart really lies with the youth. I want to have a She Wolf, more like a talent factory, where they can come sing, dance, learn to write poetry, be able to put on little productions where they build their confidence. And like I said, everybody's not a cheerleader, everybody's not a football player. Some people really, their thing is art. And it's what they're performing and being able to build people up is what I like to do with you. That's my big baby right there. Also, I do bring in people from out of town, such as Chase Stacks with Get Right Records and his crew in Missouri. He's going to be coming back again, so I'm excited about branching out and being able to meet different people. Also been affiliated with Greenhouse, which George Green. He's also one of my mentors. Talks a lot. Yes, George is excellent.
George dope.
Oh my God, I have like 7 or 8 different mentors, and they all bring something specific to the table. They set me down, they talk to me about different things. I can talk to them about anything. They call me different times of the night just to say, hey, this is a good idea for you. And I'll get up and I write it down. And I listen, I pay attention. I ask them questions, they're always open to me. I'm also affiliated with Enigma 55. Jesus Corleone. I just almost twisted the arm of Jesse Allen to become my manager. He did not want to really take on responsibility, I think, but you know, I think I convinced him because I still need a lot of direction. I feel like I'm just so torn. I'm over in so many different directions, and I want to be able to maintain the energy level that I have, but I know that I need someone to actually guide that, and he's actually doing that for me, so I'm really happy and excited about that. SMG, Successful Music Group, again with T-Zake. He's built a lot of confidence with me and set me down, and like I said, he's one of my first mentors here in Fort Wayne.
Royal, stop playing with these niggas.
Tell me, the stomping grounds, where you from?
I'm from the Greens. I'm from Eaton Green. I lived in 4 different buildings over here. We went from Eaton Green to Oakland Court, back over to Eaton Green, Weiser Park, back to Eaton Green. You know, 4 different buildings, and my first apartment was my 4th apartment.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't believe me when I tell them, but as you can see in the background there, that's my baby. He was 6 months old in this picture. And we were just outside, just over yonder over there, sitting out there, right there on the end apartment. And he was in his walker. I was getting off of work. This is before they did all the renovations to Eaton Green. Just a lot of memories. Yeah. A lot of people don't believe it just because I learned to speak somewhat proper. I mean, I don't speak proper. You can tell I'm hood and ghetto. If you listen to me long enough, you can really tell. But I really worked at that. I worked on presentation a lot because I wanted a better job. You know, I worked at Wendy's and Rallies and used to catch the bus right down there. And then, or either in the back over there by the Y. Back then it was called the PTC. Yeah. And then, you know, you miss the bus, you hike it over yonder across the tracks back here before they put that fence up back here, that black fence. They didn't always have that fence that went all the way around back this way. They put that up here, man, maybe about 6 years ago I watched that go, maybe 7, I think, yeah. Went to Bunch School right down on the corner right there, Fantastic Friday. That was our thing when Oscar Underwood, he came in the picture and changed our school a lot for us. put us on the map, gave us some different things to experience as young black inner city kids. He inspired me to do a lot of the different things that I do now with the youth. And the reason why I care about the youth so much, because he made a big difference for me. Pastor Underwood. Yeah. Also, I was a high school dropout too. A lot of people don't believe it because I'm a nurse. I have 3 different degrees now. But I dropped out of school after I had my first baby. This was my second baby. Yeah. This is to prove a lot of people say, you didn't drop out of school. Yes, I did. These articles are old, but I held on to them. This one talks about when I became an outreach worker to recruit people that were like myself. Dropping out of school and having to get a job because my mom couldn't afford to do all that she was doing, plus take care of my baby, and I felt like it was a burden. So when I say I know what it's like to be on food stamps, back in my day, food stamps came in colors. It came in a book. You know, so to wait on food stamp day and be able to count the packages of meat and all that good stuff, the hard times, I've seen them hard times. I really have. So from dropping out of school, getting my GED, I went to recruiting people like myself. I always try to give back when I get blessed, even if it's now, if I get sponsor with someone telling me, hey, I just want you on this show and here's the tickets. I always bring another artist on with me just to help somebody else come up. It's just the person that I am. All the time. I do. I just believe in giving back. This was some years after I kind of twisted my life and it became a little bit better. This is showing that I made it to become a supervisor of an outreach program that recruited high school dropouts and prostitutes for various programs. This is how I got involved with social services. And here I was actually tutoring and helping a young lady with math and trying to encourage her. I know it was hard. I had to take my GED test twice. And it's just a couple points off, but things are hard. Life is hard sometimes. Life is real hard. Let me see. The other article I'm really, really proud of. Remember I told you I love dealing with the youth and dance? Yeah. Well, this is the first article that was ever written in reference to be working with the kids at the Urban League. I did this for years and it actually went so well that I traveled around with these kids and I couldn't afford to buy them outfits and uniforms. So we would just paint our faces and cut up old pants that they couldn't fit. I said, no, we can cut them up and you can fit them. And we made costumes that way. So this was down at the Urban League. So when I actually say that I know what it's like to have to struggle, I'm paycheck to paycheck now just like anybody else with feelings. That's how come when a lot of that stuff, when I dropped Hood Anthem 2 days ago, when people were saying she's not black, why is she in our hood? You know, why is she here recording and doing this, that, and the other, calling me wetbacks and calling me white girls that need to be in with the trailer trash. Retro, that hurt me so bad. You know, I'm an artist. I have feelings. And those things matter to me, and it hurt. But I'm so glad you came out and sat with me and asked me to come out with you. It just allows me to share some of this, and it feels so good to be able to talk to somebody about it. Thank you for caring enough.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is just some more pictures of my babies. This is what She Wolf Entertainment wants to do, and I want to be able to do it on a higher scale this time. I don't want these kids to feel like they don't have anything. I want them to feel privileged. I taught them how to be flexible, how to meditate even. So these kids came in, these are kids that could not make cheerleading teams. These are kids that couldn't make football teams even. It took me a while. I started off with all girls. And then the Urban League was really spectacle and wouldn't let me have the guys until later. But I got them. So this is my queen. I love my mom so much. That's my queen. I know a lot of people should know my queen. Everywhere we go, people know her name. This is a little guy. Put a mic in his hand. He was on the ground learning how to roll it. We've had a lot of fun with this. Actually, I work with one of the rappers that go by the name of CO. He's got a lot of different names now that he goes up under, but I work with him now still to this day. Started him off writing poetry, and he thought he was a dancer, but I let him keep thinking that just long enough to keep him pushed, and eventually we got him on the mic, and now he's rocking and rolling as an independent artist.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if Rose in this picture, but Robert Ward was also one that I worked with for years. Started off dancing and singing and acting, being MCs in different places. Fantasia Miles, another one I worked with. I don't know if I have one of the pictures of currently out with Fantasia. But yeah, it just hurts me when people say crazy things, call me gothic, a devil worshiper and stuff. It's because I wear black. I love black. Black has always been my favorite color. Old picture of me back in the day. You see, I wear a lot of black. Very seldom have any colors on, but I wear them, just very seldom. So no, I don't worship the devil and all that crazy stuff like people think. I guess, people said the same thing about the babies I worked with for a while, then people started requesting me to actually work with their kids. The other side of it, that was the bad side of what happened when Hood Anthem dropped a couple days ago. I got a lot of love from it as well too. Yeah, I got a lot of love, and I'd like to thank everybody for that. That made me feel really good, but I'm just one of those persons that just want to have everybody, So that little bit of sprinkle of those that didn't, that bothered me.
So do you have any final words?
Yes, I just want to say thank you to everybody that show love. I do get a lot of love, and thank you for supporting Hood Anthem. I really do appreciate all the love and all the invitations. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Once again, it's your boy Retro, in case you ain't know. I'm here with She-Wolf, representing She-Wolf Entertainment, Enigma 55. Stay tuned. It's Be Everywhere. Shout out T Nasty Productions.
That's right. Whoop whoop.
Peace.
Right.
Yeah.